Alright, hello everyone, and aloha to anybody watching in Hawaii. This is your pretty much afternoon update in regards to Hurricane Lane. Here in New York right now, it's almost 4:30, so if you are watching this in Hawaii, you should be watching this, because you guys are 6 hours back of us in Hawaii if you are watching, so I'm going to assume right now, as I'm recording this, it's 11:30 a.m. at the Hawaiian Islands. So you should be watching this sometime afternoon in Hawaii if you are subscribed. So once again, aloha to anybody watching in Hawaii. We do have a severe situation at hand for the islands that the media has been paying attention to, and they seem to finally realize that there's a bigger story out there than Trump at this point. So anyhow, before I get off topic, let's talk about where is Hurricane Lane. So as you can see right here, Hurricane Lane, according to my map of Hawaii, which I thankfully conveniently have one on me, which I know who has a map of Hawaii conveniently on them, but here on my screen and of course the map in front of me, the band of rain is getting closer to the city of Nialahu, and it's also going to impact the other area of Mioali and Papa. So I'm sorry if I am not pronouncing it correctly. I apologize about that. As far as anybody in Honolulu, the big main port of the Hawaiian Islands, it looks like Maui is going to be impacted, unfortunately, from the storm. I am going to show you all the radars and what the GFS thinks. Just let me change. Yeah, we'll change this as we go along. I promise everyone. We will organize the tabs as we go along here, so now we don't get confused. This is where it is right now, as you can see from the radar. Talk about the advisories. There are about 13 being issued right now from the main National Weather Service office in Honolulu. So all of the Hawaiian Islands are under this. This is a flash flood watch that's in effect now until Friday evening. So that would be, of course, the watch ending on August 24th. Today is the 22nd. So this is through late Friday night. They don't have a time frame. There is a high surf advisory in effect until Friday as well for all of the Hawaiian Islands. High surf warning. So pretty much this is a serious storm. Okay, so this is what was said earlier this morning at 5:45 Hawaiian Standard Time. So this was issued here in New York. I'm going to safely assume that 6 hours, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, around 10 o'clock this morning. 10 or 11 o'clock here in New York. So this is what the NWS said in Honolulu. The product covers the entire Hawaiian Islands. Powerful Hurricane Lane continues moving west-northwestern towards the main Hawaiian Islands. They are correct about this. This hurricane, as you're seeing on the radar again, is moving in this direction. So a hurricane watch has been issued for all of the islands. The hurricane watch was upgraded to a hurricane warning. So pretty much, if I can get you a time of when they think it's going to end. Yes, so pretty much flooding, rain, wind, landslide, storm surge, tornadoes. I'm telling you folks right now in Hawaii, this is what we had to deal with during Sandy in New York. And this literally is bringing me back deja vu of what happened 6 years ago. Those dark thoughts of Sandy are still in my mind, and that's why I wanted to do this. So I'm trying to see. Okay, so looks like the next local statement will be issued around noon. So if I need to do an update regarding the statement, I will do that later today or tonight if possible. I won't go in depth like I'm doing in this video. So I promise everybody, if there is another statement, I will bring that to you. Okay, so here's the hurricane watch. Honolulu, Kapoi, Iwa Beach, and Hawaii Kai. So the peak wind forecast is expected to be around 30 to 45 miles an hour with gusts up to 60 miles an hour. From what we're making out at this point, this hurricane could make landfall as a Category 1 or a Category 2 hurricane. Earlier, back on, I think it was Tuesday afternoon, they were saying that it's a possibility that we could have a Category 3 situation, but it looks like a Category 1 or 2. So please consider for wind damage, move to safe shelter. So as I said, this is going to be a very dangerous storm, and I'm just going to say this now. There was a press conference earlier today from the governor and the mayor. The governor of Hawaii and the mayor of Honolulu. So I'm urging everyone in Hawaii, please listen to your local elected officials, because they are going to be the ones getting you through this. And as I said, I doubt Trump is even keeping an eye on this, because obviously if I was the president, this would be my #1 priority right now. Literally, this is an isolated area, and I'm sure no matter what happens, the fine folks in Hawaii are going to need help from FEMA. FEMA's going to have to be deployed out there somehow, or the American Red Cross is going to have to be donated out there, needed out there. Well, donate is the same thing. Yeah, donate services, yes, but same thing. I mean, this is so extensive. It is so extensive. I mean, all the Hawaiian Islands are under this. I'm not really going to go depth into it. It's just too fast for me to read into. So that's pretty much all the weather alert spaghetti models at the moment. Pretty much they're going all over the place. It looks like the other island of, I'm trying to confirm that this is the right island, so let me make sure I have it on my map. Yeah, the island of Oahu, that's where the spaghetti model, one of them thinks it's going to hit there. The other spaghetti model, it looks like Hawaii is going to get hit by this. But no matter what, there is going to be catastrophic damage to all of the Hawaiian Islands from this storm. Close out of that. Now we'll take a look at the NWS on Twitter. So here we are. They think that later this evening, the worst of the storm is going to come around here, right around there. The big island of Hawaii and Oahu, Maui, Kauai. Looks like everything's going to be hit. So it's going to be catastrophic. What this storm is going to do. So as you're looking, this is a view from the eye of the storm that an NWS official was able to get close into earlier today. As you can tell, this is just scary to even be in the center of this storm. And as I'm saying to myself, this is, again, deja vu. This is reminding me of Sandy when everybody was getting nervous about it. This is deja vu of Katrina 13 years ago. This is deja vu, literally what happened last year from Hurricane Harvey, what happened to Fort Myers with Hurricane Irene, and now what Maria did. I hope it's not going to be as catastrophic as what Maria did to Puerto Rico last year, but again, this is something that you should be taking very seriously if you are watching in Hawaii right now, because trust me, I went through a week of hell dealing with Sandy. Even though I didn't lose power, I couldn't get into Long Island that week until Saturday, and that was just devastating for me because I had work in Long Island at the time and I couldn't do what I had to do at the time. So it can be stressful, devastating, but if you prepare and know what you're doing, you can get an idea of what to expect. So this is earthnullschool.net. This is what it looks like from space, of course, from satellite image. This is a different image from Fentu Sky. As you can tell, the eye is pretty much giving a 100-mile-an-hour wind gust. So now we're going to go to the GFS. The GFS has actually changed. So we'll take a look at the GFS here. And it looks like the island of Maui is going to get directly hit from the storm. And last night, it looked like the eye was going to not even hit directly into the big island of Hawaii. But as you can tell right here, two of the islands, Maui, and I'm going to confirm the other island right now on the map, and Oahu, are going to get impacted. The Mokuai Island is also going to get impacted by this too. So, once again, please take this storm very seriously if you are in Hawaii, because the GFS thinks it's going to be catastrophic. And as you can tell, it goes out to sea, but this is just going to be completely devastating. And I'm assuming it's going to be for the worst, just like Maria last year in Puerto Rico. So last up, we're just going to look at what Intellicast thinks of what's going to happen. So it looks like the chances of rain increase tonight. The chances of rain from Hurricane Lane will start at 11 o'clock their time, it looks like. But here's the thing. It looks like the precipitation rates do go up. Chance of rain. I just want to see if we can get the wind. Yeah, it won't really give us an idea. Yeah. Okay, figured. I mean, this is just completely devastating. Yeah, and then Friday's going to be the worst in Honolulu. Yeah. Doesn't even clear up till next week. I just wanted to quickly take a look at this. So, we'll end it with the loop. And once again, I'm urging my fans in Hawaii, please take this storm seriously. I don't want anybody to think that this is going to be a walk in the ballpark. And I'm going to say it again. Sandy was a very devastating storm here in New York when we had our hurricane. Many people in New Orleans can relate to being nervous and being panicked like they did with Katrina. And, once again, look what happened in Houston. Look what happened in Fort Myers. Look what happened in Puerto Rico last year. This is deja vu. Except the problem is, because of the El Nino, what we're experiencing this year, the El Nino is just giving an unfortunate chance of scrutiny to the Hawaiian Islands. So when you have an El Nino year, that's what can happen. You can have a abnormal Atlantic hurricane season, which I still get nervous about Delmarva getting hit after, once I said earlier, Sandy 6 years ago. But I'm just urging everybody, for the remainder of the 49 states, if you can the next 3 to 4 days, going into next week even, please keep your thoughts and prayers with the Hawaiian Islands, because eventually next week the Red Cross might ask for donations, and we may have to donate items to the Hawaiian Islands, of course, and I'm sure FEMA's going to be sent there next week, and of course state of emergency is going to have to be declared if there is any. Most likely there will be property damage. So that's where I'm going to wrap it up. If there is an updated statement from the NWS later this evening, I will read it. I won't go in-depth like I did in this video. Most likely what I will do is just show the radar loop. I won't show Earth Null School or anything like that. Just this loop. Maybe a Twitter update from NWS in Honolulu. and of course the statement. That's what I can do later this afternoon, going into the evening if I have to. So that's what's going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, take care.